Good day. My name for broadcast purposes is Grandpa 1940, and I would like to speak to you today about freedom. The title of my short speech, "And the Sky Resolutely Refused to Fall In." There was a happening on Sunday the 18th of March. A man delivered a speech, and the sky resolutely refused to fall in. 4 people, reporters, politicians and activists all, were refused entry to the UK last week. The home of the Mother of Parliaments, the birthplace of free speech, where a man could stand up and say what he liked, and the only thing overlooking him was the law. That speaker was protected by the law, and the police should only intervene if that speaker proposes violence or the overthrow by force of the government, or indeed of proposing harm to anyone at all. The Home Secretary, along with her semi-fascist sidekicks in the Metropolitan Police, decided that their presence was not conducive to the public good. As I stated, 4 reporters and politicians were barred from entering Great Britain, and one man stated that he would speak and undo the harm which he thought had been done to the cause of freedom. Tommy Robinson stated that he would speak and give the speech which had previously been silenced, and let the government and the Metropolitan Police do their best to prevent him. The Home Secretary and the Prime Minister were opposed to him speaking at all, and he was moved on from Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park by a police contingent. Although he had done nothing wrong, he had broken no law, but he was expected to obey a lawful order from the heavy mob. But he promised he would be back, and he would give that speech which had been silenced by other activists, and then the British people would see and hear for themselves what had been silenced for not being conducive to the public good. Assistant Commissioner Mark Rowley stated that because Tommy Robinson was of a far-right persuasion, he was probably a danger to British society, because someone might be horrified by what he says and violence would ensue. You would notice that Tommy Robinson is not promoting violence. Assistant Commissioner Mark Rowley is actively promoting and promising it in retaliation for those same words of Tommy Robinson. So, 3 p.m. on Sunday, 18th of March, one man arrived to join a throng at Speaker's Corner. You know what? Home Secretary Amber Rudd, the sky refused to fall in. There was a heavy presence of what might be termed anti-Tommy people. Strangely enough, many wearing balaclava helmets, probably because the weather was unseasonably chilly. But there were many, many more British faces, uncovered and open faces, of all colours and of none, who just wanted to hear what Tommy had to say. He did give that speech, interrupted as it was by the morons, and strangely enough, the sky refused to fall in. He was given some protection by the police, although the senior officers who sent the uniforms in probably hated to issue those orders, and yes, the sky resolutely refused to fall in. So, Assistant Commissioner Rowley, Home Secretary Amber Rudd, are you feeling proud of yourselves for banning 4 people from entering Great Britain, for breaking with the ancient creeds of let the people speak, for attempting to smear a man with innuendo and half-truths, a man who only wants to give his opinion on Muslims and Islam, because he gave that speech, and folks, the sky resolutely and definitely refused to fall in. I thank you for watching and listening to my viewpoints, and I hope to see you again soon. Good day.